Hello everyone. So I wanted to do something a little new and forgive me for the quality, and I'm kind of like sad that I'm looking a little blue. I'm just trying to play with the lighting for the past few minutes, and I wanted to use a camera, but one camera is I need to charge. The other one, it's this the my second choice, I guess, would have been the camera I used for my K-pop haul, and I just didn't feel like dealing with it because it's just gonna get darker and darker because it's about 7 o'clock right now. And I thought about using my phone, but I'm just like, nah, it's just I'm getting about kind of sort of the same results of me looking kind of dark or bluish or whatever, and I think it's just the curtains. See? So, sorry about the quality, but I'm going to try my best to actually use a camera, not my webcam, to do vlogs and stuff. But for now, I hope this is okay. And I'm sorry, I'm looking a little tired. I just got off work about an hour ago. So anyway, I wanted to try something new. I guess like a first impression type of video. I meant to do this a couple weeks ago when the show first aired, but I just lost track of time, and now we're like 3 episodes in, so it's totally okay. So, like I said, I wanted to do a first impression, and well, for this first, I guess, test video, I wanted to talk about this new show on ABC called The Whispers.
Tell me about this game.
It's the most important game of all.
He's real, isn't he?
You're not gonna believe me. He speaks through the lights.
He's dangerous. He uses kids.
So you're gonna play or what? Whispers. Premieres Monday, June 1st on ABC.
So, yeah, that's the show. So I'm going to try to focus mostly on my first impression of the first episode, and I'm going to try to keep this really brief. When I first watched it, I thought it had a good beginning. There was this little girl, I don't remember her name, but she appears so far in all the episodes. Let me look up her name. I believe her name is Harper. First episode starts off with Harper at this, I think she's at a birthday party or something, and she's talking to someone. And when the camera pans over to see that, like, nobody is there, and her mom's like, "Who are you talking to?" And she's like, "Oh, just my friend," and drill. And then we go to, I guess, their home while her mom is, like, fixing lunch or something, and then she's looking for her daughter, and she goes outside and sees her in the treehouse. And no, this isn't like that big of a spoiler, but it's pretty shocking. And she finds her, and she's like, "You need to come up. If you want to play, we're playing a game. I want to win the game. You gotta come up here." And she stands. There's an X on the treehouse floor when her mother goes up, and she's like, "You gotta stay on the X, otherwise I'm not gonna win." And she's like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm just like, "Just do it. If I tell you, I lose the game, whatever." And so the mom stands on the X, and she's like, "Yay, I won!" And then the board collapses, and the mother falls down through the floor, and she's what I thought is she's dead or just severely hurt. But I was just like, "Whoa! Oh, wow." Things are getting real fast. Like, in just that first 10 minutes, and that really hooked me. Just that happening, I was like, what is going on? Who is this imaginary friend? And the only thing I can think of that had to do with imaginary friends that I've seen is a movie called Hide and Seek. I believe Dakota Fanning is in it. I know Robert De Niro is in it. I forgot when it came out, but I saw it quite a long time. It was a long time ago, but that had to do with imaginary friend. Well, I know The Shining has an imaginary friend where he's talking to his finger like this, but it's not as, that imaginary friend really isn't as prominent or influential as, like, the imaginary friend that's in hide and seek. But anyway, so that really hooked me, and so then we're introduced to Lily Rabe. Sorry, I'm gonna I probably said her name wrong. She's the main character. Her name is Claire. Um, Her and her son. We find out that her husband went. He either died in a car, not a car, a plane crash, or he's missing or something. And then there's this detective that's like been investigating the crash and whatnot. But she gets pulled into this investigation, and she realizes that there were some other kids that keep talking about this imaginary friend named Drill, and it becomes very suspicious. And then there's a Drill gets to and he recruits another kid, and he tells her to hack into her father's laptop, and he's like some big government guy or something or other. So, and I believe, and then the end was just totally like, what the fuck? What's going on? Because her son is deaf, and something unexpected happened to him because Drill makes contact with him. And we also find this weird guy that's just been, I don't know, he looks very suspicious. He's been lurking around certain areas, and he ends up in the hospital, and he might possibly be the husband that's been missing or something. I don't know. The first episode it definitely hooks you, especially with the beginning, because you're trying to figure out what the heck is going on with this imaginary friend. What does this imaginary friend want? What is his ultimate goal by using these kids to do stuff? And but then when more things are revealed about this stranger that could have some sort of connection with Claire and possibly Drill, I started to feel a little weary, okay, this first episode is giving me way too much too soon. Shouldn't I wait to find out that there might be some sort of connection with this guy and Claire and Drill or something? I feel like I know too much. And I was really concerned with what they were going to do for the second episode and the third episode, and so on and so on and so on. By the time the second episode came out, I was like, okay, so this is where we're going. There's still things to be revealed. We're still learning more things. And of course, I still want to know what Drill's big plan is. Who is Drill? What is Drill? Is he an alien? Is he a ghost? Some sort of spirit? What is he? Because he has some sort of connection with this guy. Is he controlling him? What is it? So, the first episode, if you see it, you might be like me, where you're instantly hooked because of what happened in that first scene with the little girl in the treehouse with her mom. But then by the end, you might be like, well, this is silly. I don't want to find out what comes out later. I mean, what comes after this, because it's giving me way too much. But, I mean, if you're like me and you're like, well, even though it gave me too much, I still want to give this a chance, because that first scene really hooked me, and I'm kind of curious what's gonna happen next. So, I'm still watching it. So far we're 3 episodes in, and so far I'm still pretty intrigued and curious what's going on with Drill, what's going on with the whole disappearance of Claire's husband, and what's going on with Claire's son, the little girl, Harper, and this other girl, I believe her name is Minx. Who is Drill? What is Drill? What's going on with Claire and this detective? Do they have some sort of affair or what? There's so many questions I want answered, and it's those questions keep me watching. I kind of skim through comments and stuff on there, and sometimes IMDb comments can be helpful, and sometimes they're just kind of silly. It doesn't seem like a lot of people think show is worth watching. They think it's kind of silly or biased, racially biased, or dumb, or it's not gonna last long. It's gonna get canceled or something or other. But so far, I mean, I haven't looked up any like ratings or anything on Wikipedia or anywhere else. But personally, for me, I think the show is pretty interesting. It's different. Like I said, I've never seen too many concepts that deal with imaginary friends, and the only thing that I could think of that at least was good, in my opinion, was Hide and Seek, the movie, with Robert De Niro, like I was saying earlier. But I was definitely intrigued by the show, and I probably will keep watching. If I feel the need to make a full-length review of it on Muddy Cult, I probably will, but when the season is over, and maybe my feelings will stay the same about the show, maybe it'll change, I don't know. Like I said, it's only 3 episodes in. So The Whispers comes on ABC on Mondays at 9 o'clock Central Time, Central Standard Time. So, if you want to check that out, you can. It would be episode 4 next week. And I'm looking forward to watching more for sure. If you enjoyed this first impression video and you would like to see more, give thumbs up button, click, and I will be happy to do more first impression videos. There's actually a manga I kind of want to do a first impression video for that I'm pretty sure not many people know about, and I would love to share that with you guys, and I just started the series too. Also, if you would like to see more videos show up in your feed, hit that subscribe button below, and I will try my best to at least do a video once a week, and if not every other week. I'll try my best, and I will try to use different cameras, play around with the quality and whatnot, and I'll see you guys later. Have an awesome weekend. Happy Juneteenth. Peace, guys.